So, as if you see the title, yep, that actually does happen in this movie. The Bees. This is a film I had reviewed a while ago, but again, took it down because it had footage in it. But this is I'll probably sum this up in 5 minutes or less. The Bees is a very terrible film. It gets a 2.5 on IMDb. It deserves it. Maybe it's one of those films that if you love the so bad movies, like the kind of movies that you would see on that should be on should have been on Mystery Science Theater 3000. So bad, fucking stuttering. But directed by some guy named Alfredo Zacharias. I'm guessing they made this film because he had a much more bigger budget film by Irwin Allen called The Swarm with Michael Caine. And I'll be flat out honest, I like The Swarm. I know a lot of people hate it, call it one of the worst films of all time. I mean, I know going in it's a killer bee movie, but I liked it. I like the cast, I like Michael Caine, I like that they took a big budget, put in such a B movie idea, and I'm sorry, this is much worse. So I guess people are like, well, of course, The Swarm had a much bigger budget, it should be better. Don't expect much from this film. But whatever, I'll probably talk about The Swarm after this. I don't care, I liked it. If you don't, that's cool. I really want to talk about that film, but this film stars John Saxon. Yeah, John Saxon from Enter the Dragon and Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, John Carradine, he's in there. Basically, long story short, something happens in the beginning where some people try to get some honey and they get stunned to death. I think it's in South America. Or is it Mexico? I can't remember if it was Mexico or South America. I can't remember. This film's bleeding from my head. Basically, the bees start killing people, and I understand the effects of the in The Swarm. A lot of people make fun of that. I'm sorry. I think the effects are in there. I can deal with that because it was 1978, and I'm like, okay, didn't bother me too much. Here, it really does look like either ink blots in the fucking sky, or literally it's like you have the screen, and literally it's like you have the screen, they filmed or they took stock footage and stuff, and then they just, like, someone just blowing bees or whatever right underneath the camera, right over here from the camera, just, just have like bees. It's like if I made this video and then I cut, then all of a sudden I just put in like bees, coming in. It's really what it is. You could definitely tell. So that was very laughable. A lot of the stock footage of just airplanes falling down. Whenever pretty much airplane like crashes because the bees are attacking them, it's pretty fucking stock footage. John Saxon. Is pretty much a doctor, because I mean at the beginning of the film, like, a doctor gets killed because people get pissed that the bees kill these folks, and bees get out and kill some folks, except a woman, lady scientist whose husband is killed, and she joins with John Saxon to pretty much deal with these killer bees that are now going around America. John Carradine is another doctor who has this crappy German accent. And it's just stuff like, there's this one scene that just really played off really stupid, where, this guy's like, I really want those bees. Could you give me some bees? And people are like, why? The way the scene is just done is just like laughable. It's one of those things I wish I could show you, but fuck it. Moving on. The reason I'm stumbling for 5 minutes is that this is a fucking movie where the goddamn plan is ultimately, we're going to turn the bees gay. That's the plan. Is that, well, you know, we don't want them to mate with the queen and, you know, to try to mate with each other and maybe kill the queen and all this stuff. So we're going to create this thing that's going to make them fucking gay for each other. It's not even a fucking joke. It's like bee one of 69 other bees. Dick and dick. Literally telling the bees, eat a dick. Whether your own or your fellow compatriots, as long as they're the male facilities, as long as they're endowed with the maleness, go on with it. I can't believe someone actually thought you want to make a serious movie and the plan is to make the fucking bees gay? Fucking gay! I'm not saying there's anything wrong with anyone being gay, I'm just saying that's a stupid idea for a plot. Like, we don't have to kill the dogs, and in order to stop them, make them gay. Spiders, oh shit, they're coming at us. It's arachnophobia 2. Make them gay. It's just like, what is this shit? And like, it's working, and then, but unfortunately, there's doesn't work out tremendously, maybe a little bit, because you also have some government corruption going on, sneaking in bees. And long story short, that's why you actually get some John Saxon kung fu action, sporting some moves that you learn from Enter the Dragon. So you got some John Saxon kung fu Enter the Dragon shit. Not against the bees, but that would have been just even better. You know, trying to kung fu bees. But no, some folks. And the ending, I mean, just the stock footage of planes being and other shit being falling to the ground, having to put in, you know, John Saxon kung fu, and making the bees gay being your big plot, and you know, a lot of times the bees are like fucking big ink spot in the sky, or okay, we don't film it, then put a bunch of bees like going across camera, like right here. The acting's not much. John Carradine has a shitty accent. John Saxon has the, you know, you can do better, dude. You can do better. And fucking the ending where John Saxon, this girl, is like the bees wake them up, and apparently one thing leads to another, and they're able to, oh, we can communicate with the bees, see what they want. And like the bees are okay, and they literally open the door for John Saxon. Okay, you're good, dude. Open the door. And it ends with John Saxon and the girl going to the UN and telling the UN, we must communicate with these bees. We must talk to them and see what they want. And you know, they want to us pretty much stop fucking up the earth, and of course the UN is like, ah, you're crazy, John Saxon. And I'd be saying he's crazy too, fucking batshit crazy. But lo and behold, the bees come busting in, and you see, you know, we must communicate with the bees and work with them in harmony, or whatever the fuck the lines were. We must work with them, otherwise we will not survive. And pretty much as John said is saying, you know, we gotta work with the bees and communicate with the bees, and the bees going, you better, or we're gonna fuck your shit up. And then that's the ending, and then it ends with the end credits with this fucking disco song, or I should say disco music, not song, but disco music. Gay bees, kung fu, John Saxon, shitty special effects and acting, and an ending where the fucking bees and John Saxon talk to UN saying we must all get along and then shit. I'm sure people are like, man, I want to see that movie, but man, see it with friends. I don't drink, but if you get drunk and see it with friends, or if you want to see it with friends and have like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 type of stuff, they turn the bees gay. Gay bees. Words I never thought I'd say in my fucking life. But hey, it's the 70s. 1970, it's the 70s. So, I don't know what the hell that means, but you get some crazy shit. But anyway, I don't know what else to say. I mean, Alfredo Zacharias, you crazy. Directing, I think you helped with the story as well. Again, I don't know what else to say, but yeah. If you want to watch some DBs and John Saxon Kung Fu and stock footage and ink spots that's supposed to be bees and bees and John Saxon speaking to the UN, we must get along. This is your movie. But anyway, I'll stop talking because I'm going to talk about a better movie. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care and fucking gay bees. Nothing wrong with people being gay. I'm just saying that's a plot line. That's the play. We must turn the bees gay, not poison them or find a way to make the little fucking mind blow up like scanners or fucking make them turn on each other, kill each other, cannibalistic. No, we must make them gay. Homos, homo bees. That could have been the name of it. Homo bees coming soon to driving near you. Homo bees. Sounds like something a doctor would give you. Homo bees. Great for nighttime sniffing and diarrhea. Homo bees. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. This movie made me dumb. But before I execute more brain cells for watching this piece of shit, stay tuned for more reviews, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.